Alright guys, rideshare PA here, coming to you live from the beautiful state of Pennsylvania. As always guys, if you like the channel, please feel free to subscribe. If you love the content, hit the like button. And always, if you're new to the channel, ring the bell and you will know when I come out with new content. Okay, today we are going to talk about something, the topic says it all, winter is coming. And I chose that topic, or that headline,
take the US 222
specifically to kind of bring clarity to anybody that's thinking about joining Uber. Personally, I would hold off if you haven't been doing this for a while and don't know the ins and outs of how to actually, for lack of a better term, take advantage of the situation. When I say take advantage, is basically know your way around. Know that in your area, certain markets are good on certain days and certain times of days and things like that. And you know actually how to make good money with your area. Okay, because with AB 5 passing in California, now being signed by the governor, with everything currently happening in New York City with the 5 boroughs, they were just put into scheduled shifts. That's apologize, and I'm driving. That just recently started, and they will be starting next Monday. They will be starting scheduled shifts. So if you are not a 4.8 or higher rating, and you at least have three months where you have a combined 1,000 rides, you have to have both of those. You can go on any time during the day and drive. However, if you do not have a 4.8 rating and at least 1,000 rides in a 3-month period, then you are unfortunately subject to having to do scheduled shifts. Okay? So basically every day when you go on, it will, when you log into the app, I mean, nobody knows what it's going to look like yet, but when you log into the app, it'll give you probably some type of different shifts throughout the day that you can work. And then you would have to go in and pick one. So yeah, that's currently happening in New York City. And if people don't think that over time it could happen nationwide, you're crazy, okay? Just like everything else, it's most likely it's going to happen in New York City, which is the biggest market, and then it'll roll out into the smaller cities like Philly, Washington, Baltimore, just thinking off the top of my head, Tampa, like all the big major cities in the big cities, San Francisco, all these big areas. And then eventually it's like shit, it trickles downhill, you know what I mean? It starts at the biggest city, New York, and it will trickle downhill. So eventually the shit's gonna roll and it will eventually get to everybody. So you need to kind of either figure out whether this is something you want to do full time. If you do it full time, like I said, most people in my general area that I talk to and that I know, it's a side gig. We do it part time. We do it Fridays, Saturdays when it's busy as hell. Usually, me personally, I get off at like 7 in the morning. So usually I go out for a couple hours in the morning, taking either people to work or helping them take their kids to school, like that. I come home, I sleep, I go back out later if I don't have any plans before I go to work, and I do it again. So I do it part-time when it's available to me, and that's why most people joined Uber and Lyft. Most people wanted the availability. I mean, I work a 40-hour job. I don't want to have to, unfortunately, report to another 20-hour-a-week job that's part-time that pays me $8-10 an hour. And if I don't feel like going to work that day because I'm tired from my full-time job, I don't have to. So Uber and Lyft for me work out great because I can have the availability to choose. Like, if I want to go to work today, shit, I don't need to. If I want to go out drinking with my friends or just party or whatever, I can do that. Now, if I make plans on a Friday night or a Saturday night, and guess what? My plans fall through because my friends sometimes are stupid, then guess what? That just opened up my night Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry, I got cut out there. So yeah, then guess what? That's just okay, and that's what most people like. Most people like the flexibility of being able to just jump on the app and drive. Me sometimes, if I don't feel like going out driving, I don't. But if I'm in an area sometimes, let's say Friday night, I go to watch a movie with a friend or something at the local theater, okay? And I leave and I decide, you know what, I want to get on the app. I'll get on the app and see what's popping. And say I see there's a $5 or $10 search somewhere, and I'm not doing anything. Well, yeah, I'm hopping on the app quick, and I'm going to see what I can make out of it. You know what I mean? That's why people love the availability and love the flexibility of Uber and Lyft. And I hate to say it, it's going to go away. So, with that being said, like I said, I'm talking about two different things. And that title was actually a double standard. And what I mean by that, it serves two purposes. One, winter is coming, because that's going to happen with Uber and Lyft. People in California and everywhere, they started this shitstorm with 85 and all this stuff. So be ready, because the storm is coming. The blizzard is going to happen. And unfortunately, in the end, most likely the drivers are going to be the ones that end up paying for it. The other side of the sword is actually coming. Okay, so be prepared. And what I mean by that is, if you go out in the snow and your car can't handle the snow, don't go out in the snow, man. Don't put yourself in that situation. Okay, don't put your riders in that situation of you getting into an accident. Okay, don't do it. But at the same time, I've gone out when it was light snow and drove people around, and those sometimes are really good nights to make some decent money, because not a lot of drivers are out there. So the whole topic of this live stream really, like I said before, is basically to bring awareness to the fact of the changes that are happening with Uber and Lyft. If you are currently an Uber and Lyft driver and you do not, and I repeat this, do not watch the news, or do not watch any of the YouTuber, we call them, Uber tuber, heard that term before. I think it was Dustin Is Driving, refers to himself as an Uber tuber. But if you guys do not watch any Uber tuber like me or Dustin or Rideshare Revolution, or there's a couple of them. If you don't watch their videos,
in 2 miles, take
and
the
keep
US
up with the
322
news,
exit toward Ephrata.
you really need to, because shit's gonna start hitting the fan, and you need to prepare yourself for what's gonna happen. Okay? You need to keep up with the news that's happening, because eventually it is going to affect you one way or another. I know currently with Lyft and certain people, 33 cents a mile. I believe currently in my market I'm making 88. But I'm looking for that. Every time I get on and I do one trip, I look to see what I'm getting paid to make sure it's still the same. Same thing with Uber. I'm currently I'm always watching news, and I'm always reading articles online about Uber and Lyft, about things that happened, certain people that got hurt, drivers that get attacked. One, because I bring this stuff to my channel and I report it to you guys. And two, because, actually I should say, that was number two. One, because it directly affects my business, okay? Even though I only drive for Uber and Lyft part-time, what is happening in the news affects my business, okay? I do personally think of myself, even though I drive for Uber and Lyft, this is my business. It's my car. It's my money. It's I pay for my insurance. I pay for my gas. I pay for everything that goes into my car. My seat covers, my lights that I put in here, my tablet that I have, even though that's another company's tablet, like, I take care of it. The water bottles that I give my customers. Sometimes I'll go buy a big bag of lollipops or something like that, and I'll give them to my customers as extra little things, because they're not, but it gets me, I make more money back on tips usually when I do that stuff. All those little things, you don't have to do it. I do it because I want to, and it's my business. I run it how I want to do it. But the news with Uber and Lyft and all this other stuff, it directly affects my business. Okay? So like I said, winter is coming, the storm is approaching, and you need to brace yourself for it. Okay? You need to be ready, because if you're not, you're going to get left in the dust, and at the end of the day, when it happens, you're going to be like, what? What happened? You're going to have no clue. Alright guys, so for tonight, this is Rideshare PA out. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and like I said before, if you love my content or like my content, please feel free to hit the like button. If you are not a current subscriber and you would like to be, please hit the subscribe button. If you have never ring the bell for notifications, please do that. When I come out with new live streams or anything, you will be notified of that. Also guys, I'm just saying this because I haven't done it recently, in the description below in all my videos is every single thing that I use to make extra money on top of Uber and Lyft. So if you are currently a driver and you wish to look into those, please feel free to go down to the description, look at every single description of what it is, and if it's something that you think you might like, click on the link below, and that will take you to that current side hustle. Also, I recently just started a PayPal account. I had a friend on one of the live streams that actually recommended to me that I start a PayPal account.
In a quarter mile,
because she
turn
wanted
left
to
onto
actually
Martindale Road.
Donate money for me to get my door fixed. I thought it was kind of an okay idea, so I rolled with it a little bit. So I did open up a PayPal account. If I don't get anything, it's no big deal. I actually kind of like the dent in my
turn left onto
in
Martindale
my door
Road.
because it's like a battle scar. It reminds me of what happened and what could have happened. Personally, I like the dent. It's a constant reminder to me
Continue
that
for 4
it
miles.
came very close to being something completely different. But the PayPal link is there. So if anybody wants to donate any money to the channel, you can use that link and you can donate to the channel. I will put money that gets donated to me back into the channel. As far as starting up, eventually, once I get to maybe 10,000 subscribers, starting a merch site or something like that. So yes, like I was saying before, if anybody does donate to the PayPal, I will keep that money separate, and I will either use that to replace my door, like the person in my live stream said, or what I was thinking about doing eventually is when I get to a certain amount of subscribers. And other than that, guys, I don't have any current news. So I'm going to go for the night. And I hope everybody has a really good weekend with not a lot of issues. Yeah, right. And if you guys come across any new comments or any new videos out there, please feel free to send them my way. If you send me any new videos that I do end up using, I will make sure to put in the video or in the description who it came from. Give you guys a thank you for sending me videos. So again, guys, have a great day. Have a great weekend. I hope everybody stays safe out there, and take care, guys.